Hey everyone! Today I am showing you how to crochet a little earphone pouch. For the main body, I am going with this lovely purple shade. And for the flap, we are using this rich dark brown. We are working with 2 strands held together. For the foundation chain, grab a 4mm hook. Switch to a 6mm hook when you work on the flap. Chain 14 stitches to start. Skip the first 2 chains and work into the 3rd stitch. Crochet 1 double crochet right there. Keep going with a double crochet in each stitch along the row. Work all the way down until you reach the very last stitch. Here we are at the last stitch now. Right inside that final stitch hole, we need to add a bit of space. Work 2 double crochets into that same corner space. Put 1 double crochet, then add another one right beside it. Now chain your work and crochet 10 double crochets down the other side. As you go, trap your tail end under the stitches to hide it neatly. Just lay that extra strand right along the top of your working loop. Then keep right on crocheting your double crochets right over it. Chain 1 to start your next round. Work a double crochet straight into that very same slip stitch spot. Keep working a full circle of double crochets all the way around. You want to make sure you have got, let me see, 5 total rounds of double crochet when you are done. Count this first round as number 1. Add 4 more rounds after that to reach a total of 5 rows. Now for this round of single crochet stitches. Work right into the exact same stitch where you joined your slip stitch. Drop into that loop and make a single crochet. Just 1 single crochet in each spot. Work this simple stitch pattern all the way around the edge. A basic row of single crochets is all you need here. Finish up your very last single crochet stitch. Join your round with a neat slip stitch. Cut your yarn and pull the end through. Tuck those loose ends securely away on the inside. Adding that final row of single crochet around the top edge gives the opening a nice, slightly gathered shape. It just makes the whole little pouch look so much cuter. Now, listen, if you feel like the main body of the pouch isn't quite tall enough for you, feel free to add another round of double crochet, or even to extra rounds if you prefer. Just finish it off with that final row of single crochets. And hey, what if you want to make a much larger bag instead? All you have to do at the very beginning, when you are chaining your initial foundation stitches, is simply increase the total number of chain stitches. Make it longer to fit whatever size you want. We normally use 14 stitches for the small one, but you can easily bump it up to 16, 18, or 20. Any number you like to custom fit your project. Now let's move on to making the flap part. But first, we need to carefully figure out exactly where the strap placement should go. Mark that exact center stitch right in the middle. Secure your spots on both sides just like this. Once you have got those marker points set, count out 3 stitches on each side from the center and start your new stitches beginning at that 4th spot. Remember, we are switching back to our 6mm hook for the flap. Using that 6mm hook now, skip 1, 2, 3 and go straight into the 4th stitch. Pull your yarn through and chain 1 to start the rail. Dive right into working your single crochet stitches. Keep going until you have only 3 stitches left. Chain 1 to turn your work around. Flip it over neatly just like this. Then work a total of 6 single crochets across. As for how long to make this flap, it really depends on your personal preference. I usually stop right around this point here, which works out to about 7 rows in total. Let's take a close look at those 7 rows now. They should reach roughly down to this spot. Plus we still have that extra border round of single crochet to add. So you can go ahead and cut your yarn now. Just make sure to leave a nice little tail hanging. Now we pick up right from this exact stitch here. Start working straight from that stitch right underneath. First chain 1 to set up your height. Just a simple locking chain to kick things off. Skip one short stitch and yarn over to pull through. Leave a slightly longer tail on this side as you go. Find those little loops underneath and push your hook right through. Work a simple row of single crochets all along. You are basically looking at a full row of single crochets. Right at that sharp corner spot, pay extra attention. We need to skip to single crochets around this bend. That gives the edge a much smoother, nicer curve. And then, skip one more single crochet right near the edge of the flap. Look at that, your flap is practically done. Time to get started on the strap for this bag. Usually for me, I like to anchor it right into this exact position here. Lock it down securely with a slip stitch just like this. Tie a quick knot and work a single crochet to secure it. Make sure you keep that yarn tail tucked securely under your stitches. Right from the very beginning here, start chaining your way along to make the strap. Keep going until you hit around 170 stitches for a good length. Alright, now we are ready to work on the button closure. Bring your working yarn up and loop it over like this. Reach underneath to grab the yarn from the back. Wrap it around carefully right through this spot. This helps shape everything into the right form. It should end up looking roughly like this. Let us check the placement starting from here. Take a quick look to make sure. The fastening loop should land right around this area. Once you've got that spot picked out, position it right here. Separate the strands neatly at this point to get ready. Push your hook straight through one of the stitch gaps. Pull it right through and make sure it comes out cleanly through the hole on this side. And for the piece resting over on this side, feed it right through that corresponding hole as well. Make sure you do not pull this part too tight either. Leave just a tiny bit of slack in the thread. Giving it that little bit of give makes fastening the button so much easier. Flip it over to the back side and tie your knot. Keep it nice and loose at first. Avoid pulling it down too short right away. Check how much wiggle room you've left on this side. Turn your work around again. Secure it with 2 to 3 solid knots to finish.